I've played Fortnite for 5 years now. 5 years of falling, building, editing, and clutching. But only 1 year as a pro. When I first got into competitive play, I thought I was ready for anything. I mean, I had the skills, the reflexes, the hunger. But this final championship, it was different. The prize pool was massive. Enough to change your life, or at least make you feel like a king for a while. My team, we called ourselves Pulse Shift, had been grinding for weeks. No days off, no parties, no normal life. Just caffeine, laughter, and Fortnite. And honestly, those guys were like family. There's Kyle, our sniper and the loudest trash talker I've ever met. Mason, quiet, tactical, the kind of guy who could 1v3 with half HP and no panic. And then there's me, Jackson, the captain, the guy who's supposed to keep it all together. The morning of the finals, I woke up with that weird mix of excitement and nausea. You know the feeling? Like your brain's screaming, "Let's go!" But your stomach's like, "Please, no." The arena lights were blinding, the crowd insane. You could hear keyboards clacking, commentators shouting, fans chanting names. For a moment, I just sat there, headset on, hands trembling slightly on the mouse. "Yo, Jax," Kyle said through comms. "You good, man?" "Yeah," I laughed nervously, just remembering to breathe. The countdown started. 3, 2, 1. Boom. We dropped. The first few minutes were clean. Smooth rotations, perfect builds, quick eliminations. Our comms were on point. Everyone knew their job. I could almost taste victory. And then, it happened. I made the mistake. The kind of mistake that, in scrims, you'd laugh off. But here, it cost everything. I rotated too early. Got pinched between two teams. 1 rocket, 2 shotgun blasts. And just like that, I was out. My screen faded to the spectator cam. Silence. Then the sound of the crowd reacting. Not for me. For the other guy. I ripped off my headset, staring at the monitor like maybe if I looked hard enough, I could undo it. But nope. Game over. When the match ended, I walked out to the lobby, expecting my teammates to be celebrating. But instead, I saw their faces, the same look I probably had. Kyle chuckled bitterly. "Man, I blew it." Mason raised a hand. Same. And then we all started laughing. Not out of joy, but that kind of half-mad laugh when you've just been punched in the ego by life itself. We'd all lost. Every single one of us. For the first time ever. Afterward, we grabbed burgers at a place near the arena. No one talked much at first. Just fries, silence, and the occasional sigh. Then Kyle suddenly said, "Well, at least now we've got a good reason to practice more." And for some reason, that broke the tension. We all burst out laughing again. Real laughter this time. Yeah, it sucked losing that kind of money. But sitting there with those guys, I realized something. The prize didn't matter as much as I thought. Because the real win? It was being part of a team that never quit on each other. Even when we lost. The next morning, I booted up my PC, grabbed my headset, and loaded Fortnite again. No cameras, no arena, no pressure. Just me and the sound of the storm closing in. And you know what? It felt good. Because that's what we do. We fall, we build, we lose. And then, we queue up again. This was Jackson, and that was my insane job jam.